this is the first time I've ever been asked to talk on this for an hour. I started doing marketing workshops, maybe 6-7 years ago, and they were originally half-day workshops. But we always felt that we were rushed. The feedback I got was it was rushed. So then we made it a full-day workshop, 7-hour workshop, 8 hours with an hour for lunch. And then I was asked to speak for an hour. So I'm not sure, I'll be honest right up front, how this timing is going to be, and if we have to end up skipping through some slides because we get slowed down on something, then that could happen. But I'm hoping to hit the highlights, and my goal is that you could take away at least 1 or 2 nuggets that you can take back to your offices and begin using right away. Now, so I can know my audience a little bit better, I want to see a show of hands on how many of you consider yourself to either be an entrepreneur or a small business. I'd say the majority of the people then, okay. How many of those are working for another company? Okay, and then how many are nonprofit organizations? Okay. So we have mostly entrepreneurs, small businesses, but this information really applies across the board. And in fact, I've done a lot of training with nonprofit organizations, and one of the things that I always stress to them is that they can take a page or two or a book or two from corporate America and really employ some of their tactics and be successful as nonprofits. So normally in my seminars, I would go around and I would ask each of you what your greatest marketing challenge is. But of course, we don't have time to ask everybody that today. So how about a volunteer that could tell me what your greatest marketing challenge is?
Being the army of one.
Okay. Being the army of one. How many does that apply to in this room? That even applies to me. How about somebody else? Yes?
Know where to best spend a limited budget. How effective is it going to be?
Okay, spending a limited budget and knowing how effective it's going to be. Anyone else like to share? I do like these to be interactive. I don't like to be the one up here just talking away, so I am going to ask for your participation. Okay, well, there's many reasons why I'm sure you're here and challenges that you have. And so we're on the same page. I want to ask to you what your definition of marketing is. Anybody? Yes?
Getting your name out there in a favorable light.
Okay, getting your name out there in a favorable light. What I would say is that's a part of marketing. That would fall under the promotion. You've probably heard about the 4 P's of marketing. I'm actually going to go through 6 P's today. Yes?
Getting people into the door. If you don't spend a lot of money on marketing, I don't get attract people.
Okay, attracting people through your door. And what do you want them to do once they're through your door?
Take advantage of the service and product.
Take advantage of the service product. Sell. You want to sell. Yes? Attracting people for fundraising. Certainly for a nonprofit, that would fall under the marketing umbrella. Well, I'm going to give you the best definition I came up with because it's simple. But before I give you the simple definition, let me give you one that I got from the internet by Contemporary Marketing Wired. And the reason I don't care for this definition is because it's long. You'll never remember it. But I'll read it to you because it is correct. And there really is no one definition of it. But this one says, marketing is the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, services, organizations, and events to create and maintain relationships that will satisfy individual and organizational objectives. Now, how many of you could repeat that back even once? The AMA, which is the American Marketing Association, their latest definition of marketing is that it's an organizational function and a set of processes for creating and delivering value to customers and for managing customer relationships in ways that benefit the organization and its stakeholders. And I still think that's too long and complicated to remember. So what I like is this. It's all about exchanges. If you can remember, marketing is about exchanges where you are exchanging something of value for something you need. So you're the business or you're the nonprofit organization, you have something that you're offering to people and you want them to feel like they need it, even if they don't really need it. You want them to feel like they need it.